else that I wanted to say about that church. Other than, I mean, they like would do full thing. I could spend too much time on talking about anti-homosexual stuff. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I'm gonna leave it at this. This lady comes to me and I ask her if she wants to come to church, and she'd been there before. And she's from this other church, Saviors, that I mentioned, the sister church that they branched off from. And I asked her if she wanted to come because she was going to home group, and she said, "Yeah, I do want to come." And then she said, "So this is what she did. It's just really weird. Like they had a season or something, like a bunch of dead babies. It was like dead babies, stillborns, and just like miscarriages, like tons of dead babies. And now it's like babies everywhere. I don't know, it's just weird. Somebody in church was talking about it. It was just really weird. And I thought that was crazy. That there was like, because we know that there are black magic occultists, like actually doing black magic in this church. Because like, for instance, my cousin's been like fucking dying sick forever, and he's been in this church forever. And then suddenly they want to put flooring in their church, and he gets healed for 3 days, healed, no sickness, puts their floor in, goes back home, deadly ill, back to being deadly ill again. And yet they're supposed to be like, oh, it's a miracle, so you could put our floor in. Fuck that. There's people doing black magic and putting curses on people, and when it don't work out for them, they pull that curse off of you. How do you put a floor in and then put you back? That's what they do. And you think that this is a game, or something, not you, but like people, you know, in the church, they don't see it, think it's a game. Magic isn't real, but these are real occultists doing real black magic on people. I mean, really, truly. And there was, like, for instance, as Judas, I said, church pastor Travis, who has red hair, who is also House of David, I'm not even going to get into it, never mind, that's so much, but that's what I have to say. I wanted to say that because of the dead babies, tons of dead babies, and then suddenly it's like, you can't even walk down the aisle without tripping over, not literally, but I mean, they're just baby car seats, you know, like everywhere, and everybody's pregnant all the time, and I mean, that is for sure what that church is known for. So it's really strange that they went through a season of just dead babies, and they even said, like, don't talk about it. We were even told not to talk about it. So that was not the interesting thing. And when they bought the planing mill, which is the Dome City place, when they bought that place, we were also told that Savior's Community, by the same person that's at Radiant, not to talk about it amongst people in the city because it was extremely controversial, and don't talk about it, and don't mention it. We need to keep it on the down low. And in my dream, this is where they're at, and they bought the Sombreros restaurant because they were supposed to put a soup kitchen in it. But now they're saying they don't have any money, the church is broke, they don't have any money, they can only do it once a week. Come on, that's ridiculous. We're feeding people once a week, we're not a church, you know? That's stupid. So, anyways, that's it. Radiant Church Visalia. They're named after the very movement that I'm talking about. This Christ consciousness. When Moses went to the mountain, he met God. He was radiant glow. That's what they named their church after, the radiant glow of Moses. Yet I'm bringing the radiant movement in, and they're denying it. So the church denied the prophet. That's a prophecy fulfilled. We are trucking along here. Peace out.